What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another Marvel Future Fight video. Alright, so in this one here, we're going to be taking Bishop in against Galactus. So yes, I bet you never thought you'd see that, but Bishop is going to try and take on Galactus. Don't expect too much from him. I just pretty much make these videos whenever I get a character to level 70, so that does not mean that the character did well. I just wanted to see what they could do at level 70 against Galactus, and yeah, well, Bishop was my next level 70 in terms of the mutant class, just because I rank up mutants as I get capped on my materials. So when my Phoenix Feathers and MCon crystals start getting close to cap or get capped, I just start working on the next mutant on the list there. So that's probably why I have a lot more mutant level 70s than other regular level 70s, just because those materials keep getting capped. So yeah, that's why Bishop is here, but let's go ahead and take a look at his build here before we hop into the gameplay and see just how bad or good he did against Galactus. But like I said, don't expect too much. I'll tell you that he's definitely not going to be a very good option, but we can at least see what kind of damage he can do. So for his skills here, we just have the third skill leveled up because that's the only skill that gives him some buffs here with immunity. Everything else was, yeah, just standard kind of skills there. We have no Uru. We have all of this gear still at 20, so we don't have any anything ranked up there. His isolate set, we have Power of Angry Hulk. It is a stage 5 because we have those three 5-star ones there, which I guess is fine since I don't really use him too much anyway. We have a guard break crit rate 160 proc on him here, and of course no uniform. But maybe when he gets a uniform, he'll turn into a beast here against maybe Galactus or some World Boss Ultimate stages. Who knows? Here are my stats. If you wanted to take a look there, we have the Ignore Defense maxed, our skill cooldown close enough to max. We're 2% off there, so that shouldn't really be messing up anything. But yeah, that's what he's looking like. So let's go ahead and hop into the gameplay and see how he did against Galactus. Alright, so here we are loading into the fight. We have two random teammates, one with a tier 3 Sharon and one with 3 tier 3s, so I'm not really expecting that second guy to do much there, but the Sharon is pretty much going to carry us throughout this fight, and a few things happen towards the end of it, but let's just go ahead and see what kind of damage we can do here with Bishop. We have a pretty good team for him because we have Nick Fury lead, and then we have Coulson for his tier 2 support. So we're going with a triple support here because we have, of course, the leadership, and Nick Fury offers his own tier 2 passive support, and then we have Coulson's passive as well. So I wanted to give Bishop here as big of a boost as I could, just to give him the best shot at trying to do a third of the damage to Galactus here. We could have got a little bit more damage if we had Dazzler there instead of Coulson, but I had already used Dazzler, so she was not available for this particular clear here. So yeah, we're just gonna have to make do with what I got. As you can see, we are doing some damage here, but again, all of that is pretty much from that Sharon Rogers. And for Bishop, I haven't really played him a ton. He was just kind of, like I said, the next mutant on my list, so that's why I decided to get him to level 70. So I'm not too familiar if there is a really good kind of skill rotation for him. I'm kind of just trying to proc on the 5th skill. I'm not really going with any set rotation here. I'm trying to, of course, use the 3rd skill when I need the immunity. The 4th skill has a partial iframe at the start, but then that iframe goes away. From what I can tell, the 5th skill should be the better skill to proc on, but a few of the times that I was actually paying attention to the damage, it looked like the burst damage from the 4th skill was actually a little bit better than the 5th skill. So I think partway through I tried to kind of switch it around a little bit because I was noticing more of the bar moving when I was using the 4th skill with the damage proc, but that could have just been coincidence. Maybe I was lining up the 4th skill when one of the other guys were doing their attacks and getting a damage proc off. So it could have been, you know, something like that, because I would assume that the 5th skill would be doing the most damage because it's a longer animation, it has quite a few hits, so it looks like it should be the superior of the two in terms of the damage proc skill. But let me know in the comments below if you are familiar with Bishop and you've used him more than I have, what skill you like to proc on, or if you even use a damage proc on him. Maybe you just have him on immunity or something like that. Maybe you were using him for PvP back when he first came out because he was really good there. But now he's pretty much just a Character's sitting there gathering dust for the most part. You can use him in Shadowland to pretty good effect, but you know, a lot of characters can be used in Shadowland to pretty good effect, so he's just... Oops, I accidentally hit a button there on my keyboard and it stopped my recording. As I was saying, there are quite a few good characters already for Shadowlands, so you don't necessarily need him just for that. But we're getting there. We have, what, 25 bars left, and we have 5 minutes and 40 seconds. So if we happen to keep this pace, then we would actually get the clear here. But, as I mentioned, something does happen in a little bit here. So we'll just have to wait and see for that. In the meantime, we'll just see what Bishop can do, which it hasn't really been all that much, because I've kind of like, look right there, that was mainly just my Bishop attacking Galactus, and his bar was like barely moving, so I don't have high hopes for the end of this fight here to see what kind of damage Bishop actually did overall. So yeah. Oh, there we have Galactus doing some more of his unblockable stuff. I thought I had cut this out. I cut out a lot of the unblockable attacks just to save time here, because not really much to say. Just watching Bishop try to do some damage here against Galactus. Let's see that Valkyrie's going there. Did the Sharon die? I don't think she dies yet. No, there she is. So as you can see, the bar is barely moving. And then I get that little bit of like a burst when I use the fourth skill, because he kind of just like jumps up with the iframe, and then he, what does he like, punch the ground or something? Oh, there it is. The Sharon has left. So you know what that means. There goes our damage. So let's try to speed this up. Go, super speed. Look at that. Look at that damage. That's all Bishop now because the Sharon's not here. See how good Bishop is? Look at that. You just have to put it on like times 10 speed here. And then you can actually see the bars moving. Bishop putting in work. Look at that. We're actually going to be able to clear this, aren't we? Oh, wait. Galactus has, yeah, he has something to say about that. Galactus just kind of nuked Bishop there. He's like, get out of here. We did 10 million damage, though, in about 8 minutes and 40 seconds. 9 minutes, something like that. So definitely nowhere close to being able to do enough damage, or to be able to do a third of his, a third of Galactus's life in the time required. So Bishop was a fail here against Galactus, but again, you guys probably expected that, but I just wanted to try him out anyway, because I got him to level 70, and why not, you know, just because I can. So that's going to be a I don't know, a showcase, a attempt of showcasing Bishop here. Maybe I'll try him in some other game modes now that I have him at level 70, just to see how he can perform. But anyway, that's going to be it for this one here. Hopefully you enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.